Good morning. I can barely move in here today. To my friends in Texas, I hope you're staying safe. I know there's a few of you watching who are from Texas, so just keep this in mind. Four-wheel drive will help you go on ice, but you can't stop on ice. So be very, very careful on those icy roads. And for those of you in other parts of the country who are experiencing the same ice storms, I feel for you. I really, really do. I know you guys aren't prepared for that there. You don't have the plow trucks dropping salt and sand, and sorry, don't go anywhere. Just stay home. Call in dead. It's better than actually being dead. Okay. Here the wind chill is 43 below when I woke up this morning, so believe me, we feel for you. But it's warming up next week. So we just got to get through these next few days. I made some concessions to the weather, so I've got the gloves on today. So we're good. We can keep working. If you don't have fingerless gloves, y'all need them. Especially in the icy conditions. Because I can still work. I actually have a few pairs of these polar fleece ones so that I can keep working, and then I don't care if they get paint on. I can't move in here today because I brought in a nightstand. This thing is so heavy, my husband had to bring it in last night. And then he left it outside my door because he doesn't like to come in here. I had to move it in, so I had to pull all the drawers out. And it's still heavy. It's a Drexler nightstand. This thing is solid, y'all. Solid. I'd like to work on that today, but I don't know if either one of them is going to get finished. There's so much work on both of them. This one I wanted to start filling. There is some pieces missing on the bottom, and I wanted to get some wood filler in it so that they could dry and sand and prime. It's just, this one's a lot of work, and I had a vision. Now, my sister gave me years ago, it's still in my room right now waiting, a wrapping paper. She wrapped a gift in it, and I wanted to decoupage it on the front of these drawers. I mean, when I saw the wrapping paper, I thought, oh, that's what I want in those drawers. And now we're at that point where I have to do it, and I'm starting to have doubts. I hate that. It's a very specific color on the paper. I have to figure out, I only wanted to do the drawers and the paper. Now I have to figure out what the body's gonna be to go with the drawers. And it's decision-making time again. And that's where I go, oh. Which is really funny because if there's other decisions to be made in the house, I'm like Miss Decision Girl. But for some reason, when it comes to the furniture, I go, oh. I get color atrophy. It's color atrophy. That's what I've called it before. And I just start thinking about all the colors it could be. And my brain just goes, I can't decide because it's so pretty. That one, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. That corner shelf. White. When in doubt, white it out. I have another corner shelf that I had painted pink at one time because I thought it would be cute in like a little girl's room, a little corner shelf with some stuffed animals on it. I have had that thing in inventory. It's in the shop right now for 6 years. It's been done for 6 years and nobody has bought it. And I don't know if it's just not displaying well. It's hard to display a corner shelf in my 2 booths because everything around it sort of makes it go away. I'm gonna have to sort that out too because it's very cute the way it is. It's very cute in the pink. And I just still in my mind am seeing like a little girl's room with some stuffed animals on it or their little gigas, you know. It would be so sweet. Dovetail joints, y'all. I mean, seriously, this Drexler piece is one solid piece. If there wasn't the amount of damage that's on it, I'd think about staining this one and putting it in the way it is. But it's just, it's gonna have so much filler in it, it's not even funny. So it's gonna be like a celebrity with so much filler in its face. Oh my gosh. That thing's gonna have a lot of filler. It had a rough life before it came to me. And I'm always surprised at people that have really good quality furniture and treat it like that. All right, I sanded her. Got my chair tight. And I'm wearing a glove because last time I glued my own fingers together. And I glued a chair to the floor. This stuff holds. Sure, and then I wear the gloves and I don't get it on the gloves. I only get it on my skin. Guessing that's the reason why they decided to get rid of this piece, was that those joints, even when it's sitting still, were coming undone. I don't know why. Maybe it's just subtle vibrations of moving around in life. But we're gonna get it locked in. It ain't going anywhere after this stuff dries. So once that's done, I'm gonna prime the crap out of it, because you know that's gonna bleed, that cherry. And I'm gonna mix up my, I bought these at the Dollar Tree. I got smart finally. Mix up my wood filler and oh, that dresser. I'm getting hot. The 600 watt light bulbs in my lights that I use for the videos, it's getting warm. Somehow I managed to get the only remaining wet glue on the palm of my hand, and I've glued my fingernail to my skin. That's dry. So I don't know where it came from, but it's somewhere, and of course it got me. It always gets me. It's always gonna be me gluing myself to something, sticking myself to the floor. I've stuck my own shoes to the floor. It was an accident, but still. All I wanted to do was get the wheel dolly underneath that heavy thing. It's okay, it's all right, I got it. So this has got, I was able to get the piece off there, but I'm just gonna fill in that crack where this is the back of the piece. It shouldn't be getting that much heavy use. Let me show you another spot. Because I don't want to pull the whole front of this dresser off, I'm just gonna fill in that space and sand it down. And then these surface blemishes are gonna get sanded away, but they won't be filled. And I'm going to, look at that. It's hanging frame to dry yesterday. Then you can paint all sides and just hang it up. But anyway, I'm gonna, as long as I got primer rolling, I'm gonna prime this sucker. I of course missed the Valentine's Day sale for Picket Fence Gals because this was tucked in somewhere, but it'll be ready for next year. I'll get it packed up after it's painted, but I'm gonna paint it probably, I don't know, hot pink, bright red. See, did you see me like, what should I do? Red. I don't get enough opportunities to paint red, so we'll paint it red. They're hearts anyway. It's a candle holder. Picked this up for 79 cents at a thrift store. Just get it painted up. Welcome to 43 below. That snow is on the inside of my window. That frost. Isn't that lovely? And we just had those windows replaced too. So I mean, that's a new window with new hurricane tape inside of it. Doesn't seem like it matters what we do. We're gonna get frost in our windows. This has been an ongoing battle in this house. Okay, waiting for everything to dry so I can give it a quick sand. If I'm gonna be rolling primer, I wanna get as much stuff going at one time as I can to make use of the brush, so I don't use like one brush, toss it, one brush, toss it. I'm gonna get a couple pieces primed with the one brush before I toss it. So, you know, working more efficiently than, you know, instead of wasting money. Trying to see if there's anything else in here I can prime because I don't want to go out in the garage. Looks like I forgot to glue one piece. So up here, that's gonna get Gorilla Glue because it needs to be glued in properly, but I've got all the pieces now. primed and I'm really high. I should have wore a respirator. Like I'm coughing and I got a space heater going and bin primer. Yeah, I'm losing brain cells today. Didn't have that many to spare, right? Time to make a color choice. Gray? I haven't painted gray in a while. Let's do gray. Like a dark gray. For that. Instead of white. I think that would be cute. And then I can decorate it with the Easter stuff. Gray with some yellows and pinks all over it might be cute. I'm using up my chalk paint. This one's called Metal Proof. That's a good gray. It's a darker gray than I used last time. Probably dry. It's brand new. Ooh, it is. It's a brand new. Hasn't been opened before. Okay. Why am I smelling it? Doesn't smell like anything. Force of habit. Let's get that thing painted. I like the gray. I forgot how much I like gray until I actually got a coat on there. But it turned out, it's not done, but it turns out really nice with the dark gray. I think that's a good choice. So I'm happy. I had to make a choice and I'm happy with it. This is the paper I want to decoupage onto that dresser or nightstand. As you can tell, it is like literally covered in a fine layer of dust, but I think this Landlocked Mermaid would look really good with it. I think so. So I think it's gonna happen.
Visit my blog, peonylanedesigns.com, for more tips, tricks, and inspiration. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll be notified of new videos. I post every week DIY tutorials and, of course, more Junkin videos.